Good afternoon, Gossip Talk Shows family. It's Namsa here at Gossip Talk Shows. Find your own voice, lead from within. So I'm on my own today, guys, and Zoom has updated his software, and it kind of like I'm lost. So I hope I am live. Um, uh, yeah, I hope I'm live, guys. So let me know if I am actually live. And I'm hoping that I am. It says that I am live. Is kind of this. Um, yes. So I've just updated the software just before I come on here. So it says I am live. Everything is just in front of me. It's changed. So guys, welcome to Gossip Talk Shows. So the topic today is reigniting intimacy in a relationship, a guide to lasting a passion. It's easy for the spark in a relationship to fade over time, but reigniting intimacy is possible. So today I'm going to share essential insight for building a deeper connection with your spouse and cultivating a more fulfilling sex life. The secret to great sex. So, great sex isn't just about physical connection, guys. It's also about emotional. Begin by creating an environment where both partners feel free to express themselves. So, what we need is we need to feel free. We need to focus on open communication, making your partner feel seen, feel heard, and feel appreciated. And once somebody feels that they're appreciated, they're heard, they're seen, they are able to do anything for you. They are all able to open up. They are able to feel safe. They are able to connect with you. They are able to feel at home because the reason why somebody we make somebody feel safe with us and feel seen is because we want to make them feel at home. We want them when we make someone feel happy, we want that person to feel at home. When we want somebody to feel appreciated, we want them to feel at home, to know that this is a place you rather be with them than be anywhere else. So that's why when somebody feel, wow, I'm being appreciated, so it makes them feel good. So building erotic love map is what is number two. Every individual has a unique desire, 10 zones and 10 zones. So take time to discover your partner's preferences. Build an erotic love map together. This might include experimenting with different types of touch and learning what makes your partner feel valued, what makes them, and ask about their fantasies and wishes they might not have shared yet with you. So it's really, really, truly important to get to know your spouse and get to know what they want by asking questions and getting closer to them and having to and understand their desires, the understanding their world and connecting their world is really, really important. Guys, I'm gonna have to share the video. If you can bear with me, it's really, really important to actually understand someone's world. Actually understand someone's world. We are able to understand their desires, what makes them the person that they are, what makes them do the things that they do. So is actually truly, truly important. Okay. So this is not responding to me. So share the video here on my phone. Hopefully it's gonna let me. It's like I don't like it when the computer does not respond, guys. Need to share because everything is changing. I'm just so lost. The Facebook has changed some things, Twitter have changed some things. I think the only platform that is still the same is LinkedIn. Um, Twitter have changed things around, and I think Instagram is still the same. So to my some changes. So it is really having an understanding of what your partner wants and connecting to their desires. You know, connecting with somebody's desires is really, really, really important because it makes them, when you want to know somebody, when you want to know what makes this person happy, it's more like the queen surrendering to her king and saying, how can I save you? It's like surrendering what you think you know and ask somebody like you to say, you know what, how can I save you better? And that person like teaching you and letting you know this is how I like you to save me. And I think that is a beautiful part about life and entering a relationship with the mindset of wanting to save somebody, wanting to give, and at the same time you're wanting to receive. Uh, so that's really really that's why we're gonna talk about this today. Is truly truly so important, and understanding that you know my spouse's desires that they're so unique. So creating that map requires authenticity as well. Some people might feel comfortable, but the reason why we enter a relationship is because we don't enter a relationship to be to feel comfortable. We have to do things that makes us uncomfortable. So, which is having communicating your desire to somebody. Sometimes it can make us uncomfortable, but we have to do it. We have to communicate how our want. We have to communicate our desires. We have to let somebody know how we would like to be treated as human beings. And some people may find that make them really, really makes them really uncomfortable, but that's okay. And also, don't feel forced in doing things step by step. There are some people who are like they're happy to communicate their want, they are happy to communicate their desires. But some people, sometimes it takes time for them to open up, to be able to express their feelings. If somebody is not used to it, so sometimes it might take time. So the other person has to understand that, just keep asking and keep asking questions and keep communicating. And also, the reason why we enter a relationship, we have to have a voice. Having a voice, or finding your own voice, it helps you to communicate your desires. If you don't have a voice, that's when your relationship doesn't work. That's when your life, even at work. So it's really, really voice to let someone know that these are my desires. This is how I like to be treated. This is where I like you to touch me. When you touch me this side, I feel it makes me feel so alive. It makes me feel like this. But some people may find it really, really difficult to get into that level of having to communicate. Like creating sexual safety is a really, really important number. Trust and safety are the foundation of any intimacy relationship. That person has to be able to trust each other, creating an open and non-judgment space where if each of you feels so comfortable to express your needs or your desires. Like I have said it before, guys, some people they might not feel comfortable expressing how they want to be treated, how they want to be touched, how they want to do this, how they want in when it comes to intimacy. But it takes time. You don't force somebody or maybe make that person feel guilty. Remember, the relationship is like it has to be built. It has to be built through trust. It has to be built through communications. It have to be built through unconditional love. When we give somebody and when we open up to that person, we say, "Okay, I hear you. I I feel you, and I'm here for you." And that makes the other person feel that they feel like they want to open up when this safety allows both partners to explore their sexuality freely and fully. Never ever make your spouse feel uncomfortable, and never ever let anyone make you feel uncomfortable just because you are in a relationship with somebody. You don't have to do things that you don't want to do. Having a conversation around sex and intimacy is number four, is really, really, really important. Talk openly about sex. When we talk about sex, sometimes it can feel awkward, but it's essential for a healthy relationship. And approaching this discussion gently, share what makes you feel most connected to your partner. Ask them to do the same, and just be honest and be authentic, and honest and respectful communication can transform your relationship and build really, really trust, and it can build unconditional love, and it can build a good foundation as well. So when you have a good foundation in a relationship, it, it becomes so beautiful. Initiating and refusing sex, knowing how to navigate initiating and refusal is really, really crucial. When your spouse is saying they don't want to have sex that day, when you want to initiate, don't feel, sometimes some people may feel rejected. So be mindful of timing and your partner's emotional state. If they are not in the mood, it's okay to decline with kindness. It's okay to tell your spouse that I'm not ready or I don't want to do it today. And your spouse can't make you feel guilty. Express appreciation for their desires and suggest a better time if it's possible. Some people may feel rejected. So this, when you suggest a time or this balanced approach maintains connection while respecting each other's boundaries. Remember, respecting each other's boundaries is truly, truly important. Having boundaries in a relationship. And number six is exploring sexuality together. Sexuality can be as simple as sharing small. Try touching your partners affectionately, sharing a meaningful gifts, or taking a moment just to hold their hands. And this very sensual lady, deeper physical intimacy and the emotional closeness. When you are like with your spouse, remember, in order to keep this closeness and to maintain your spouse, like in your subconscious mind, you got to love somebody unconditionally. You got to bring them to your world. When you bring them to your world, uh, if they make a mistake, you have the courage to let it go and forgive. Because if you don't forgive, it can create the disconnection. Or if it's, let's say, if somebody has been hurt before and they decide not to forgive that person, or they decide, you know what, I'm going to build this wall to protect myself. Or if somebody has hurt you, your feelings, communicate your feelings. Because if you don't communicate your feelings, this is where um, uh, if you don't communicate your feelings, this is where your life, like you build a disconnection. So it's truly, truly important to communicate where you feel hurt, like use an I statement. Don't blame your spouse. Or just express your feelings, communicate your feelings. That is truly, truly, truly important because we tend to blame each other. It's easy for somebody to blame somebody. That's the easy way. If I'm in a relationship, it's easy for me to find ways to blame the other person. But if I look at the situation and take responsibilities for my own action and really look through to myself and just um, find that forgiveness and forgive and let it go. So that if you don't forgive, it destroys the relationship. Exploring sexuality together, daily, weekly, ritually for connection is really, really important. Tell your spouse how they mean to you, what they mean to you. If you love them, tell them that you love them. You wouldn't be with somebody that you don't love. I know some people they enter a relationship for the sake of children. That relationship it destroys children, and it also destroys the other people. So never ever enter a relationship for the sake of having kids with somebody. Let it go. Let them go if you feel like they, if you feel like you don't want to be with somebody, let them go. Sometimes people have a relationship where they're and they know they don't love each other. But if you are with your spouse and you know you love them, remind them each day how you feel. It can be simple but powerful affirmation. And kissing passionately, regular, meaning kiss can reignite the chemistry between you and your spouse. Uh, I'm not talking about, like when you kiss somebody each and every day, it become a ritual. It become when you kiss someone every day, it becomes like thing that you get used to. Like you can lean on someone and just give them a kiss, and like your subconscious mind will be like, the kiss has to have a meaning. You have to feel that kiss. You got to stop for 1 minute or 2 minutes. Give that person a kiss because they're not your friend. You're not going to their lips just to go saying no, you kissing them. We can do that. Kiss, kiss on the street is fine. But when you're at home, take time to kiss your spouse. 1 minute. Just give yourself 60 seconds to stand still. 120 seconds to stand still and kiss your spouse. Look at them in the eye. Show them how the eyes can speak. Spoken word. Just kiss your spouse, just without speaking, like without opening. Let them know. Let them feel how you feel if you truly, truly love them. I was talking to my friend the other day, and we were like, there's so many fake relationships. Some people have a relationship for money and they are not happy. And some people have this relationship because they have children and they're not happy. Some people have this fake relationship because they don't want to get out of the relationship. They feel secure and they're like, but if you truly, truly want to be with somebody, truly, truly love, true love comes from within, guys. I was watching this program. One of the YouTuber guys sent me a video that he created during Halloween, and he was asking the people like to rate themselves, and some of them were rating themselves 5 out of 10. Some of them were like, and there was this one girl, and she said, "Why do I need to rate myself a 5 out of 10? Why do I even need to rate myself 10 out of 10? I'm enough as I am. Knowing that I'm enough, that's enough for me. I don't need anybody even rating me. I don't need anybody telling me that I'm 90% or 10%. I am enough. If I'm not enough for somebody, don't be with me." So I think that is really, 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 really important. And also exchange romantic gift, both for gifts, big or small. Sure, you are thinking of each other, you're thinking of that person when they're not, and expressing physical affection, giving hugs, hand holding, and cuddling can be intimate without leading to sex. Building closeness is really, really, really important. And put sex at the top. Make time, intimacy a priority instead of letting it be an afterthought. Like having sex once after 3 months, after 7 months, maybe once a year. Some people do that. And get out on a date weekly, rekindle your romance with a date night. Some people may say, no, so things have gone up. How can I go on a date if I can if we can afford it? You can go on a date, guys. There's so many things you can do to actually get out there and just do things. If you truly, truly love somebody, you find something to do, even going to the. I was like talking to my friend, she was like, sometimes I go to the woods. So even going to the woods for walks and stuff, and just, like children, how they behave, find that time where you bring out your childlike and just find things that you can do with your spouse. Uh, Maybe go swimming together. Maybe go walk in the woods together. Maybe go camping together. Just find some things that you can do with your spouse to actually rekindle that relationship, and maybe take a romantic vacation. Time away together can deepen your bond, allowing you to experience new things together and rediscover each other again, and stay friends, continue to share laughter and friendship. So like sustains it, like when you continue building that friendship, it sustains intimacy and enjoyment in the relationship, and stay connected as well is really, really important. And also understand that um, love comes from within. There's some people that they'll come to you and say, you know what, I don't feel that maybe I love you, and then that relationship ends. But the thing is, for me, how I feel now, how I understand love, the love that I have, it comes from within me. I cannot give, I cannot, I cannot give love that I don't have, like even to my children. I can't give that. And so that's why sometimes I look at people and somebody like they throw away the relationship. I'm thinking, when you throw away the relationship, meaning wherever you go, if you don't get counseling, if you don't get help, the same pattern will keep reappearing because you're still taking that same person to the next relationship. So it doesn't matter whatever you do, you're still taking that that same person unless you do personal development. If you're somebody who is into personal development and you understand like truly, I don't love this person, I feel like I don't love this person. But for me, working on the true love, like working on myself, cleansing myself, I'm now understanding that the love that I have, it comes from me. If I meet somebody, that love is channeled automatic. It's like it's channeled automatic. And the attraction, I have to have that attraction. If I don't feel the attraction within me, within myself, how can I feel the attraction with somebody else? Sometimes we feel that like the intimacy goes because we let go of that connection. We choose it in our subconscious mind that we don't want to connect with this person, but it does not mean that we don't want to be with them. We don't want to hang out with them, or we don't want to be with that person. It means that subconsciously your soul decides to disconnect with your mind. Your mind decides because if we can train the mind how it works, sometimes it's the people we hang out with as well. If we hang out with people that are not right for us, show me your friends and I'll show you future. So all those things, they play a really, really big part in our lives. Talk about your sex life to your spouse. Keep a conversation open about what's working and what could be improved. Open dialogue about the intimacy. Keep your relationship with dynamics health, but don't make the relationship about sex, guys. Because if the relationship becomes all about sex, sex is not everything. It's the togetherness, the whole foundation of working together as a team that makes a relationship working, communicating, appreciating the other person, open and honest, effective communication is the key building intimacy. Couples should make a habit of discussion, their feelings, their thoughts, how you think, like your thoughts, your fears, because everyone has their thoughts, everyone has their fears. Kiss in a relationship. Expert says that kiss creates sexual energy. If you have listened to John Gray argues couples to kiss all the time through the release of powerful in, endorphins produced by the exchange of saliva, and that and the act of like that closeness. So if you go and find the video on our talk show where uh, Dr. Gray was talking about the kissing and the touch as well. Focus on the touch as well if you are in a relationship. It is really, really, really important. Touch is a powerful way to foster closeness in a relationship. Simply acts like holding hands, cuddling each other. I've already covered that. And just be there for each other and acknowledging each other. I know sometimes when people have kids, they prioritize the children, go to bed together. If you guys watch my videos, sometimes you will see where I argue couples to acknowledge the person that gave birth to your children. Because when you don't acknowledge that person, it comes up as the tears of a mother. When tears of a mother is a curse. When a mother is crying against you, there are some men who don't acknowledge the people that give birth to their children. Once they they have, once they have children, their priorities becomes the children, and then they neglect the person that actually gave birth to that child, but they're saying they're in a relationship. And also there are some women who neglect their husband, and once they have children, their priority it becomes the children, and they neglect the husband, now feel neglected. So make sure both parties, guys, when you have children, the children are a blessing. And because sometimes the children will grow and they'll go to university. So once they leave, that means that relationship will end. So it's truly, truly important for a woman to acknowledge her man, because without him, you wouldn't have these kids. And also for a man to acknowledge his woman. Without your woman, you wouldn't have these kids. So instead of somebody feeling like a second option, let them feel the prioritize them. Prioritize your relationship, because when you prioritize each other, the relationship, when you prioritize each other as couples, the children are able to be happy. I'm not saying neglect your children. You can still prioritize your relationship and at the same time love each other, prioritize each other. Tell your spouse how much they mean to you each and every single day. How much you appreciate them. That is really, really important, because you are in that relationship to serve each other, to be there for each other, and to, so it's important to acknowledge that person. I've seen people like sometimes when they split up or when they're in a relationship, the priority becomes the children. The woman feels they feel neglected, the man feels neglected. And I would say to you guys, if you are with a woman or you are or man or you are with a woman, never ever make your spouse cry inside. Never ever ever abuse them and feel them cry. When Lucifer was torturing me, I realized that there's one thing that he does, the crying, making the other person cry inside, crying in the realm of the spirit, it causes pain to the other person. That's why some people they don't succeed and they don't know why. Is when there is a crying blood, when the blood is crying against you, that this person won't anoint, when the blood cries against you, when the tears of a mother spill the ground, they might not actually cry, but they might be crying inside. So if you are a man or you are a woman, make sure where you go, treat people right, enter a relationship. And if a relationship doesn't work, instead of uh, telling that person what you think, because at the end of the day, if a relationship it doesn't work, it's not anybody's fault. No one is at fault. It means when it doesn't work, if people have tried, there are some people who try, but there are some people who don't. So that does not mean that that person is wrong. So there's no need. I was talking to my friend the other day that there's no need to actually, when you leave somebody, to leave that person with pain. There's no need to say I don't love you anymore. Just leave it. So it's really, really important. So if you are in a relationship, go to bed with your spouse at the same time each night. It creates a shared intimacy routine that strengthens your connection. You don't have to have sex every night. But those moments that people take for granted, it allows for moment of closeness, whether through cuddling, talking, or simply winding down together, that can enhance intimacy, communication, and trust, helping partners stay in sync and feel more connected together and just feel safe with that person. practice intimacy, it goes beyond the physical affection. Some people think practice physical intimacy. You might be a spouse who has sex 7 days, but maybe that sex has no meaning. When I'm saying no meaning, there are some people who make love, but that sex has no meaning to. So make sure that if it's one day a week, make sure it's memorable. Make sure it's you can sit down and talk about it with your spouse and like, you know what, and just be happy. So that is really, really, really important. And go counseling if you need to. But sometimes the relationship and couples counseling can be valuable tool for improving communication and resolving issues. It provides a safe, natural space to explore challenges in a relationship, understanding each other's perspective and learning new skills for building a healthier relationship. So counseling shows commitment to growth, helping partners deepen their connection and strengthening their relationship. So it's really, really important to have the third person in a relationship. I'm not talking about the third person gossiping or talking about your spouse, slugging them off when they're not there, guys. That's not right. But when we have a counseling, if we have somebody that we can go for counseling, a professional, it means we can go and talk about things like myself. I'm from Africa. If I'm dating an English person, that means our cultures are different. So having cultures different, for me, my culture is very, very simple. And in Africa, we live a very, very simple life, not complicated. We don't complicate, and mostly we value family. We value family the most. Love is the most important things. When somebody says I love, like growing up as a child, my parents used to say, listen to when somebody tells you that they love, but how they act towards you. So if somebody tells you that they love, but they behave in a certain way, that's not true love. So true love comes from within. It does not hold any grudges or anything. True love is something that you forgive. You learn to forgive somebody. You learn to understand that we are not that person. We're not perfect. So when we are looking for perfection in a relationship, that's when the relationship does not work. I was talking about this, somebody we were talking about, he was explaining to me the expectations, how every department, like let's say when you're working, every department has expectations. And this is what happens in a relationship. People have expectations in a relationship, but they don't communicate. To make sure that you communicate your expectations and how you want your desires is truly, truly important for the other person to understand the your expectations in a relationship. Really, really important. But if you don't communicate your expectations, that's when a relationship doesn't work. So it's really, really whatever the relationship you are in, make sure the other person understand, but don't put expectations that knowing that you yourself cannot fulfill those expectations. So there are some people who expect this, but they are not that. Be what you expect. It's truly, truly, guys, to become what you expect in a relationship. Like myself, I expect true love. I love people who genuinely are authentic. And being authentic, it means if I'm expecting an authentic guy, That means I myself have to be authentic. The looks, the whatever that come, it does not for me is something that comes after. But the authenticity, what's on the inside of a person, it is greater than what's on the outside. So being authentic and communicating, intimacy requires you to communicate. It requires you to be true to yourself. It requires you to be true to the person that you are in a relationship with. Or even if there are things that maybe the things that you do, the touch, the places where they touch you, where you don't feel comfortable, it will require you to communicate. Because when you date this person, they become your best friend, they become your lover, they become your all in all, my everything, my best friend, my cheerleader. They cheer you up, they become your all in all. So if they're not your all in all and you don't feel safe with them, so that's where the intimacy becomes very, very complicated. Build the confidence in a relationship. Confidence in a relationship begins with self assurance. When you feel secure in yourself, you bring positivity, resilience, and authenticity to your spouse, to your partnership in that relationship. Building confidence can mean pursuing personal goals, practicing self care, and embracing self acceptance, of all which empowers you to be strong, supportive partner in a relationship. So it's truly, truly important. And the other one is being vulnerable. Vulnerability is essential for deepening intimacy, sharing your true feelings, your fears. We all have fears in our relationship. We all have desires, and desires, it allows your partner to understand you on a deeper level and foster trust by being open and honest. You create a safe and compassionate space where both of you can feel fully accepted and valued. So that's what happens when embrace your vulnerability. Avoid the comparison. Comparing your relationship to others can lead to dissatisfaction and unrealistic expectations. Every partnership is unique. Your relationship is unique with its own strength and challenges. It's okay if your relationship is challenging. It's okay your relationship if it has its weaknesses. It's okay if your relationship has its own strength. Focus on nurturing what makes your connection special, appreciating your partner for who they are, and building a relationship that's fulfilling both of you in the long run. That is really, 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 really important. Express gratitude. Expressing gratitude is a relation. It strengthens the bonds by showing appreciation for your spouse's effort, qualities, and presence. Simple gestures like saying thank you or making like or acknowledging the little things your spouse do that can make them feel valued, deepening emotional intimacy, and encouraging a positive, supportive connection. So those are the little things that we take for granted, guys. And also be in a relationship, being emotionally availability is the key to a healthy connection in a relationship. This means being open to discussion, feelings, effectively listening, supporting each other during all the good times and bad times, during challenging times, by being present and responsive. And when you are responsive, you create a safe, nurturing environment. All the partners can feel understood and deeply connected. So that is really, 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 really important. In a relationship, intimacy is always evolving. By making a consistent effort and keeping communication open, you can build a connection that grows stronger over time. When you are not, when you not only love but truly enjoy the desires for each other. So it's really really important to understand what intimacy is and keeping that closeness and also loving each other unconditionally and learning to embrace the challenges. Relationship has its own challenges, guys, and set time every time to get to know your spouse and understanding love language is very very important, and planning activities that you both enjoy, whether it's trying a new restaurant or taking a walk at sunset or cooking a meal together. Walk at sunset is really like cooking a meal together, or even with the different ideas, and take turns planning, which keeps the experience exciting. It shows your commitment to investing in your relationship and making this a habit of dating each other. It reminds you of early days when you were first falling in love. It helps see your partner through fresh eyes and rediscovering their quirks and deepening bond. Really prioritize these times, like setting times to spend time together and getting to know each other, and creating memories. Memories are creating by reinforcing your connection and keeping the spark alive. So it is really, really nice. And just staying connected to each other and learning the power of forgiveness as well is really, really, really important. And understanding the power of love. Love, it means that I love when I'm hating. I cheer when I so be the cheerleader spouse. Don't put your spouse down. Just be their cheerleader. And the understanding that uh, in order to have a true connection and true love, to experience that true love and enjoy the relationship, um, is really, 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 it's really, really important. Somebody at the door. So all the things in relationship. So guys, if you're watching from YouTube, and what do I leave first? Let me leave you with um and in order to make a relationship work, the intimacy, love, this thing that we call it love, it means you can't fake it, and communicate your needs. You can't fake it in a relationship. Allow yourself to be loved and allow yourself to receive that love. Nowadays, people believe that love is all about finding a beautiful girl, taking pictures, posting on social media, finding that Mr. Handsome guy, Romeo, and take pictures and putting it on social media. Beyond that, guys, beyond. So intimacy, when come to intimacy, allow yourself to be loved, regardless of how much or the hurt you've been through. Allow yourself to be loved. That person, if they decide to be with you, they are with you because of the choice that they have made. The choice. I'm with you because I've chose to be. So allow myself, allow me to love you. Receive that love, and you deserve it. Some people, they are with the spouse and they question whether is this person they really love me. Am I in a true relationship? They question so many things. Allow yourself to be self as well. And the most thing that is important is work on yourself. Always work on yourself. Allow yourself to grow. If you're not growing in a relationship, ask yourself, what am I becoming in this relationship? If you're not growing, it means you are dying. So allow yourself to grow. And that allowing yourself is a choice. The choice that we all have to decide. We can't blame somebody, say, I am what I am today because of this person. They do this in a relationship. We have to allow ourselves to, in that intimacy relationship, we have to allow to receive. But if we are with somebody who don't allow us to be ourselves, that means we are in a relationship. And it's okay if we are in a wrong relationship. It means we can rewrite our story. We are allowed to rewrite our story. Find that true love. Don't stay in a relationship because you feel you're not going to get somebody like myself. I'm 46. There are some people who are in my age. They believe that if they leave the relationship, they will never find somebody, but that's not true. So allow yourself to love, allow yourself to be loved, and create memories. Life is too short. Create memories in your relationship. So if you're watching me, guys, from the Facebook, please do join the group. We have two groups, Unique Billionaire Mindset and Bossy Talk Shows. Be part of the family. And if you're watching us on Twitter, please follow us, Instagram, follow us. And if you're watching us from YouTube, please subscribe and be part of the family. And if you're watching us from LinkedIn, subscribe and share, be part of the family. If you have any questions when it comes to your relationship personally, you can message me, guys. I reply to all my messages on social media. Anyone that sends me a message, I reply to all those messages. Please do send me messages asking questions. Or if you have a topic that you want to suggest, please do send me that topic. That's what we do here at Bossy Talk Show. We help you find your own lead from within. So go to the website as well, guys. If you're single looking, please go and sign up where it says apply. If you want to find your own voice and lead from within, you go where it says let's talk and connect with us. God bless everyone and live with grace. Remember to keep loving and keep opening up for that love, intimacy. Keep kissing, no sloppy kiss. The real kiss that has a meaning. When you kiss somebody, just kiss them and mean it and look at them in their eyes and say, you know what? I'm glad I met you. God bless.